What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Velo, but before we get started, if you're not a member of the free Discord, please click the link in the description box below and get started with the free Discord. And without further ado, we'll get straight into today's video. All right, so we're talking about Velo today on the 10-day candlesticks first. And let's point out this V-shaped recovery that we've started to form here on Velo. So we're worth 1.8 cents right now. Our local peak was about 2.8 cents, and we've already started to recover off of these lows with a lot of strength and confidence. Now, one of the things I've been talking about in my other Velo videos is the fact that we have a double bottom pattern right here, and we broke bullish out of that double bottom and came back down onto the neckline as support. So here's the neckline right here. You can see we came back to that level as support, and we started to turn around in the other direction and head back up towards this local resistance at about 0.28 cents. So as we push up through this resistance, we're really going to be forming an uptrend. And you guys, this actually looks a lot like Bitcoin back in 2015, and it's super helpful to compare these cycles and the way crypto has moved in the past to look at what's going on in crypto today so you can get a better idea of what's coming in the markets. So if we look at Bitcoin back in 2015, you can actually see a lot of similarities between this and Velo today. So back in 2015 on Bitcoin, we had this downtrend where Bitcoin had seen a pretty big bear market because it rallied all the way up to about $1,100 per coin. Then it had a big ABC correction and bear market. And when it broke bullish out of that bear market, it did a pretty strong bottoming formation here, where you can see we had kind of a double bottom here. We broke bullish up out of that double bottom, came back down and tested as support. And then we started to build momentum on the upside and really started to take off here with Bitcoin. So the similarities between these two charts are actually pretty significant. This is what it looks like when a coin is super undervalued and it's starting a new bull market and it's building up momentum to break out into that new bull market. You're going to see a lot of structure being built up in the market as it's building momentum, making higher highs and higher lows, and finding support and breaking through resistance. So that's exactly what happened over here on Bitcoin. We found our bottom down here and we started to push up through resistance. We started to find support. We'd push up through resistance again. We'd find support, and then we'd push up through resistance again, find support. And it was really building momentum and strength as it's breaking out of that bear market into a bull market. There was a lot of resistance to push through. We had to get through a lot of resistance here on Bitcoin. And the same is true for Velo. There's a lot of resistance that we're pushing up through. And so because of that, it's pushing up, it's pulling back, it's pushing up, it's pulling back, and it's building momentum as it gets ready to break up through those resistance levels and really start a bull market. So yeah, I love this setup here on Velo. I personally think we're going to see a lot more upside in the bigger time frame. You can see how similar the volume is as well here on Bitcoin and here on Velo. There's a lot of volume down here, which means a lot of people are picking up this coin at very low prices. They're expecting it to go a lot higher, and because of that, they know that they can buy it down here dirt cheap, and that's where all this volume is coming in, because they're expecting it to do what Bitcoin did back here in 2016 and 2017, as Bitcoin really started to break out into a bull market and go parabolic. So this is exactly what I'm watching here for Velo. Watch for us to continue to push up through resistance, to continue to build momentum, and really to take off here in the bigger time frame. So that's what I see on the 10-day candlesticks. I do think we will push right up through this 0.28 cents level and really start to take off here on Velo. So now let's zoom in on Velo and look a little bit on the smaller time frames, what's going on here. So we were looking at that V-shaped recovery, but you can also see an Elliott wave structure forming here on Velo. So we have wave 1, wave 2, and we've started to make wave 3 here. So I expect us to make our third wave, our fourth wave, and our fifth wave. Then we can have another correction before we have another bullish impulse wave set. So if you don't understand Elliott wave theory, the way that it works is you do this. You have one wave, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you have your 1 wave, your 2 wave, your 3 wave, your 4 wave, and your 5 wave. Then you get a correction, and then as part of a bigger uptrend that's forming in the markets, you get another Elliott wave impulse. So you get wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and it keeps making Elliott waves throughout the uptrend until the trend is over, and then you get a big ABC correction, and that bigger ABC correction starts the bear market. So this is what Elliott waves look like. They continue to paint more Elliott wave cycles as you continue to increase in price. You keep getting that Elliott wave fractal of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC, until finally the top is in. And once the top is in, then you get a big ABC correction down from that point. And it usually takes you back down all the way to those lower levels that you started at, like this. So that's what Elliott wave structure looks like. So we actually call all these little waves inside of the bigger Elliott wave set, we call those subwaves. So because actually there's a bigger Elliott wave set taking place, you can see we have a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. So there's a bigger Elliott wave structure taking place, and inside of those bigger waves, there's subwaves. They can be subdivided so that you can fraction out those waves into smaller Elliott wave sets. And that's what I'm showing you right here. We have a subwave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll have an ABC. But this is all part of a bigger Elliott wave structure here on Velo, which is just starting to form, because you can see here that we actually have wave 1, wave 2, and we're getting ready for a bigger wave 3. So you can count those smaller waves inside of the bigger waves to get an idea of what's going on in the market. And, as you get better at this, you can really project the market with other tools as well, like volume, like trading patterns, and everything that you use in trading to actually play these markets. And as you get better at these Elliott waves, you can actually project where price is going to go with a pretty dang high degree of accuracy. And even if you're wrong sometimes, which every trader on the face of Earth is wrong sometime, on the face of planet Earth, everybody makes mistakes in their trading and their investing. What you can do is you can use that Elliott wave theory to map out what's going on in the market and get a better idea of what's coming, even if it goes in the direction that you're not expecting. So that really helps you get a better idea of what's going on in the market, and you can actually play the market in a way that very few people can do. When a lot of people are panic selling, you're like, oh, look, this is a big ABC correction. I'm going to buy the bottom of wave C and make a bunch of money. And that's exactly what happened right here on Velo. When Velo pulled back after it hit 2.8 cents, there was an ABC correction here that pulled prices back down to about 0.007 cents. And you can see that buying the bottom of that ABC correction was very profitable here on Velo. You can count the Elliott waves along the way up as well. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. So that Elliott wave theory, or actually Elliott wave principle is a better name for it because it's an observable principle in the markets. That Elliott wave principle is super powerful to buy dips, and even if you're wrong sometimes, you can use that Elliott wave to understand what's going on in the market. And instead of panic selling, you're like, oh, this is a big ABC correction. I'm going to buy this. So it's not perfect, but it's super powerful. And once you know how to use it, along with other tools in your trading bag like triangle patterns, market cycles, volume, all of those things, once you put all those things together, then you really start to be able to play these markets in a way that a lot of people can't. So that's some of what's going on here on Velo, is that Elliott wave structure starting to form. You can see 5 waves up, A, B, C, and those are the subwaves of a bigger Elliott wave structure that's forming here on Velo. So yeah, I do think we will see a lot more upside in the near future, and I think that we're going to see a lot of upside on Velo throughout this bull market. So get ready for a lot of profit for the people that are invested in this coin. I think you guys are going to make a lot of money. You know, it's kind of a big deal. I think it's going to do a lot of big things this cycle. So yeah, that's my view on Velo. Get ready for us to push up through resistance. Of course, there's always little corrections along the way up. That's going to be perfectly normal, but I think we're going to get right up through this resistance level with no problem here on Velo. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is pushing right up to the resistance of this bullish flag pattern that we've been drawing on Bitcoin. So we've been talking about how Bitcoin is in a big bull flag, and down here where everybody was panic selling, we were like, hey, you guys, Bitcoin is a good buy down here. You know, make sure to pick it up. Bitcoin did break out from that level, and now it's at 65,000 per coin. So watch for either a bit of a pullback at this resistance level down to support, or for us to push right up through it, because, you know, resistance has to be broken at some point. And so we could just push right up through this resistance level on Bitcoin. And once we do break through that resistance, there's a very, very high probability that Bitcoin is going to go a lot higher from here. So watch for that. Also, we do have this big cup and handle. So for the people that understand trading patterns, you guys know this is a very, very profitable pattern and one that you can make a lot of money playing. So that cup and handle target alone, just the cup and handle target is like, the minimum target for the cup and handle is like 130,000 per coin. So that's pretty crazy. You know, if we break up through this neckline, this resistance level of the cup right here, if we break up through that level, then Bitcoin's minimum target for this pattern is 128,000 per coin. So that's going to be crazy. You know, you're going to make a lot of money as a result of that pattern. And by the way, this is going to send the entire crypto market cap to the moon. The total crypto market cap, all your favorite coins are going to go nuts. When you're in a bull market, people buy everything. You know, they just put their money in everything because everybody's thinking risk on. They're all getting excited about their different altcoins, their different projects. So everybody buys everything, and that sends prices soaring on virtually everything. So the total crypto market cap is also going to go nuts here. And who knows exactly where it's going to stop, but it's in a big picture Elliott wave cycle as well. Wave 1 back in 2017, wave 2 throughout 2018. Then you get wave 3 between 2019 and 2021. Then wave 4 happened basically between 2021 and 2022. And then now we just started this bigger picture fifth wave. And that bigger picture fifth wave could take us to who knows exactly how high. We're definitely going to break above wave 3. And this could be an extended fifth wave because that's what happens on crypto. If you go look at the previous cycles with crypto, like Bitcoin, for example, it trades like a commodities market. And if you go look on Wikipedia, commodities markets like oil, gold, silver, they always have extended fifth waves. Crypto trades like a commodities market. It's basically, you know, people call Bitcoin digital gold. So it's no surprise that it trades like how gold trades. And commodities markets have extended fifth waves. That means the fifth wave is the biggest Elliott wave in the whole cycle, at least on the linear chart, instead of the logarithmic chart. So you get these huge fifth waves, and they're very, very profitable and very parabolic. That's what's headed for the crypto total market cap, is an extended fifth wave. Now, who knows exactly how many trillions in total market cap we're going to get before all of this is over, but I am very confident that we're going to have a big extended fifth wave that's going to represent mass adoption for crypto. And that's going to be profitable. It's going to put a lot of money in everybody's bank accounts and their crypto wallets and make a lot of people really rich. So that's what I see coming in the total crypto market cap. That's what I see coming with Velo. And that's my update on Bitcoin. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in future videos. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. I love and appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and share it with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. As always, stay profitable out there.